So let's start this presentation by having a little bit of experiment, right? So can I ask everyone to stand up for a minute? Please, everyone. It's only very short, trust me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Please, everyone. Thank you so much. All right, you can sit now. It's great to have this power trip. Thank you so much. I just wanted to see how it feels like to have the microphone with me and also, like have this room full of people and just to lead that room full of people and whatever I would say, like if you guys are gonna, blindly follow me or not. So this is where the question strikes. Would you follow someone blindly if someone leads, if someone leads something? Just because I have the microphone, just because you guys are listening to me and I'm on the stage, you guys are trusting me with everything. Whatever I would say, you guys are gonna follow, even if it doesn't make any impact, right? So this is what I'm gonna talk about right now. So we have this tendency to wait for other people to lead. We have the tendency to see and just sit there and see that if any other people will take the lead or just, we're just gonna blindly follow that person. So instead of doing that, why not we ask the questions that why not me? Why not me who is going to lead that movement or whatever that we are gonna do? If something is bothering us, if something is if we're seeing an injustice is being happening, why aren't we being the one taking the lead and say that this is our why not moment? So let me start the presentation by sharing a little bit of my personal story. So when I was a kid, if someone would ask me if I would lead something someday, I would just laugh at me, very nervously, by the way, not because, yay, I'm gonna lead something in the future, but I was a very shy and very, I had very self-esteem, very low, So I had no confidence, not at all. So when I was only 7 years old, my parents thought that it's gonna be a very good idea to put me in a jail. Not a jail, I'm sorry, it's a boarding school. So, so when I was a kid, only 7 years old, my parents put me in a boarding school. And there, I faced tremendous amount of bullying, corporal punishment, and you name it. My immediate seniors, just imagine, I was 7 years old. My immediate seniors, they were also 9 or 10, So those people used to put me in front of this toilet full of human feces. I'm sorry for being so graphic, but that was the case, So I was facing this kind of hardship when I was a kid and I was in this boarding school. And I was always looking forward to have this break when, during the holiday, I was thinking of going back to home, and just spend some time with my parents and my grandparents. And then every time I used to go back to my home, I used to face, I'm sorry for being so graphic, but I used to face this, sexual harassment from my house tutor and from my relative. So it happened for quite a long time. I'm sorry for being graphic, guys, I didn't give you any, heads up beforehand. So it happened for quite a long time, And so fast forward when I went for my university days after I graduated from my high school and my school, I didn't have any confidence. I didn't know how to talk to people. I didn't know how to socialize, because I was in this confined vicinity in my own school when I was a kid. So I realized in order to survive my university days, I need to have some skills. So I got involved with different social work. I got involved with different, local and international organizations. I started doing community service work, and I realized it helps me. It helps my mental health. It makes me happy by seeing, like I'm helping other people, especially the kids who are facing similar kinds of issues. When I was a kid, I couldn't save myself, so I had the responsibility to, like be there for those kids. So after a while, I met my best friend, Shomi, in university. So she had her own story. So she used to do community service work as well, right? So we actually met at this Water Day workshop somewhere, and then when I started talking to her, I realized that she has the same drive. And she could see me as this human being who has this tremendous potential, not as this broken kid I once was, So she believed in me. And then later in life, in 2014, unfortunately, her mother died within a day from a preventable disease called diarrhea. And she comes from a very well-off family, but still from a preventable disease, her mother died. So only after 4 days after her mother passed away, we decided to have a workshop at the Suarez Workers Community. And we decided that we cannot wait, right? People were asking us, like, it's only been 4 days. Why are you guys, doing this right away? Because we just couldn't wait for another family to lose their loved ones. So we conducted our first water sanitation and hygiene campaign at this Suarez Workers Community. And that was our first campaign. So at this particular moment, after doing this campaign, we found our why not moment. We found that young people like us, if we get together, if we have an idea, if we want to execute this, we just need to do it. We just need to be the leaders, Someone needs to be the leaders. So because of that, we founded Awareness 360. We started very locally in Dhaka. We started doing like very local projects, and later in life, when I moved to Malaysia for my undergraduate degree, I met so many people from different parts of the world, mostly from the global south countries, especially from Africa, from different parts of the world. And when I shared my story with them, and they were like, dude, like we are facing exactly the same problem in our community, And then I realized, like, we're like people from Bangladesh or people from, like my community, we're not the only people who are facing this. This is a global issue. And from a local idea like this, it became a global idea. And till date, we have empowered more than 50,000 young people from different parts of the world in 75 countries, and we have directly benefited over 3.1 million people around the world. And if we think about the recent protest that has happened, the July protest, Madam was talking about this. So we see the power of young people. We see like how they found their why not me moment, why not us moment. And when they were facing something, this injustice, like when something was bothering them, they just didn't sit there. They had the leaders. They had the leaders, I'm not denying that, but they were leaders themselves, like every one of them who have lost their lives, who have protested. I'm pretty sure in this room, you guys have also participated there, I'm pretty sure. So you know the struggle. You guys are already the leaders. But I would say, find your passion, what bothers you. There must be something in Khulna or where you are from, in your community, there must be something that has been bothering you. It can be the poverty in your community, it can be the gender problem, it can be e-teasing, anything. Just work on that, take that lead, and just, gather some people. It can be your family member, it can be your friends, So we need to find that why not me moment.